You know what? I get so inspired when I play Immaculate Grid and lose. It's because I play every morning when it comes into my house. I get on my phone and start playing it. If you don't know what that is, it's just a game where you try to figure out with your wonderful baseball intellect certain people with certain teams and statistics, and it's like a tic-tac-toe grid, and you only get 9 choices, and if you miss one, you're done. But when I make a wrong pick, I try to find out what the other choices are, because they give you choices. You know, when you're wrong, you can take a look and find out what should have been answered. So, for instance, I got a Rookie of the Year one wrong. I forget who it was, and that guy was not a Rookie of the Year. So I went, how many other? Let me just check how many of these other rookies. So I went and looked at all the Rookies of the Year, and I started wondering how many of these Rookies of the Year went on to have Hall of Fame careers. Dug right into the old baseball reference and found out there weren't as many as I thought there were. There's only 20. You want to know who they are? We're going to do it right after this.
Hey, baseball fan. Time for a little self-care and a few minutes of cardboard meditation. Welcome to the show that features some of baseball's oddest stories and the cardboard slabs that document them. Find peace and joy through baseball cards with your host, the big guy.
So let's go ahead and start with the Rookie of the Year award. You know, it was started for Jackie Robinson, and it's because of the him breaking the color barrier and just being a torchbearer for all the great things that were going on for baseball back in that time, and him being a trailblazer for African Americans. It's 1947, and the people that kind of determined who was going to be the recipient of the Rookie of the Year were the Baseball Writers Association of America, the same people that still do it today, whether you like them or not. The Sporting News, by the way, had already given out that award out to Jackie the year before, but this was going to be a national recognition, and it's going to be presented by Major League Baseball. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold up some cards of the players, those 20 players, and then we're going to just take a real quick look at when they were a rookie and when they were inducted. So it'll be kind of a quick thing. And what I try to do with both that part of this video where you're going to get the chance to see some rookie cards. I didn't want to use the same old rookie cards all the time. If I could find something else, I did. I found a different rookie card, which might be open for debate, but I'll let you decide. And some of the cards that I'm going to show you here, not all of them are going to be ones that you would expect to see. I wanted to just kind of mix it up and just have a little fun with this portion of it. And then it'll be kind of all business when I show you the other part there that's shows when they were a rookie and when they were in the Hall of Fame induction. Does that make sense? It will in just a minute. Okay, so the very first guy we're talking about here is this fella. The award was really kind of developed for him. And as of 1987, it is the Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year award. Really cool card. This is the guy. I got one of those Project 20s? Yeah, Project 2020s. It's actually singular, Project 2020, but I just made it plural because there's going to be a couple more in here. I really liked this when I saw it. And I don't collect these, but if something strikes me, these things they were cheap. I don't know what they go for now, but these are really cheap, and I kind of like them. So your first year in there is 1947, and this fella, he was a winner. All right. So the person that won it next, that was a first-round draft choice, was this guy. I picked this card. I could get other Willie Mays cards, but 65s are just beautiful, aren't they? And his is great. I think that's just his peak of his career. At least that's the way I see it. And I told you that I had some more of those Project 2020s. This one was really cool, too. I absolutely loved it. Again, these things were cheap. Cheap! I don't know if they are now. I shouldn't keep saying that because they might be really expensive now. But and I forgot to tell you, this was 1951. Get back up here, Willie. We're not done. Yeah, 1951 was the next year a first Rookie of the Year actually went on to have a Hall of Fame career. Now, the second ball player is Luis Aparicio, or Louis Aparicio. It's a 1964 Topps Giant. I love this card. I've got the full set. I'm going to go over that set here someday. It's just a project. I like cards that are large, like the 70 and 71 Topps Supers and these things. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just you get kind of like you're up close to these guys. I mean, right now I'm feeling, hey, look, there's Luis. He's right next to me. He was the 1956 American League recipient of Rookie of the Year. Here is that Decal Edge from 69. It's kind of a cool card. I like the Decal Edge cards. When I was a kid, I thought these were just the best things in the world because they were again, these were cheap and you could get them and they were from 69 and I was just always enthralled with these. Here's another one. This is a 1970 Kellogg's card. I love this one. This is a nice card of him. I think I've seen this picture, but it's much more of a body shot from his waist up instead of just his chest up. And I just think this is a beautiful card. Okay, that was the American League. National League winner in 1956 was this guy, Frank Robinson. I always liked this card, but it used to irritate me with all those trees in the back. I always felt like he was in the forest, out there swinging a bat in the woods. But it's Frank Robinson, and I loved Frank Robinson. 1970 Kellogg's card, and he was a 1956 winner as Rookie of the Year for the National League. Here he is again in one of those small, I don't even know what set this is from, but it's the small tobacco-sized cards. It's a pretty cool card. I'm going to get it up a little closer so you can see the detail in it. I just like the headshot and then a little action shot down below. But does it look like he's in the forest again? Yeah, it does. We got to keep him out of the woods. Keep him on the base paths. Okay, that was a 1956 Rookie of the Year for the National League. And remember, back at that time, he was with Cincinnati. Okay, let's take a look at the 1958 National League Rookie of the Year, Orlando Cepeda. These are those poster inserts that Topps had in their cards in 1969, I think. I think it was 69. I'm doubting myself right now. Anyway, I love these things, and just what I did with them, just because I didn't have any of those special top loaders for these, I took some old comic book cardboard stays that are all acid-free. I cut it to size, and then I took the magazine or the comic book pages, the plastics, put over it, and it's really preserving these really well, and you can display them if you don't have any of the top loaders. 1958 National League Rookie of the Year. Let's show you some more. Another one of those favorite cards. 64 Topps Giants. Look how close he is to you. You could almost smell his breath. I wouldn't advise that, but it's a beautiful card. Here's something that I picked up recently. I say recently, it was probably about a year or so ago. I love this card set. It's the American Pie. I don't know if you know. It's kind of like the Archives set back in the day, but I think this is like one of the first ones. And it's got Orlando right there, and he autographed it. I think that's a cool card. You can see the little logo up here, the American Pie set from Topps. All right, the 1959 Rookie of the Year that went on to a Hall of Fame career was this guy, Willie McCovey. Stretch. Big Mac. Or Willie Mac, as I've heard him called before. I do like these posters. Another card of his. the rarest of the Kellogg set, the 1971s. These things crack pretty easily over years, so I don't put these in any kind of plastic at all. I just let them curl. Well, let them do what they want, because if you try to force them, you're going to get them cracked. So, Willie McCovey, the National League Rookie of the Year, 1959. 1961, winner was for the National League again. It's this guy, Billy Williams. 1961 National League Rookie of the Year that went on to a Hall of Fame career. This is a really neat set. This little World Series set that Upper Deck put out. An All-Star game, not World Series, All-Star. My dog is whining. I don't know what her problem is. Here's another one of those Kellogg's cards. I love these cards. I have got, I think, full sets of each year of Kellogg's cards. I even have a full set of the Post Cereals cards from 1962. It's a completed set. We'll do that someday too, because that's a fun set. 64 was this fella, who is a recent Hall of Famer, Tony or Pedro Oliva. 1964 American League Rookie of the Year. Got one more here for you. Again, look how close he is to you. He's just, I love these things. They're so different from everything else. At least that's the way I see it. Okay, one of the newest Hall of Famers, late Richie Allen. 1971, Kellogg's 3D, again the rare set. And here is another decal edge. Again, these are just the neatest things. The reason I think I like them so much is they were just the oldest thing I could get my hands on when I was 11, 12 years old. You know, they were, like that time they were 3 or 4 years old, but they looked old to me. Dick Allen was the National League Rookie of the Year, 1964. All right, here we go. Rod Carew. Rod Carew, I just think that the next two Rookies of the Year have so much in common. First of all, they are great Hall of Fame players. Second of all, they were Rookies of the Year. Third of all, they are both high numbers in the 1967 set. And that makes them really expensive. This is an insert card from Donruss, I think. Donruss Classics. Oh, what am I doing with that thing in there? Get that out of here. Thought I had these all prepared for you. And here's another one. This is going to look just like a 1984 card, but it is a really cool little peachy. Rod Carew, the 1967 American League Rookie of the Year, who was followed that very same year with this guy, who is the National League Rookie of the Year, 1967. 1969 card that I have autographed. I got a lot of cards from Seaver. I just think Seaver's a great pitcher, and so I'm just going to show off a little bit. Look at this thing. Talk about shiny. That's like a brick of gold. It's a Fleer insert card. Career Tributes, I believe is the name of it. Show you one more here, or more. It's a Hostess panel. Thurman's on the, I guess, the right side. George Thomas Seaver right in the middle. Bob Baylor over on the other side there. I am also a huge Hostess collector. I've got a lot of singles, but this is the way I like to collect them. I've got a few sets and some other sets I'm working on. I think this is my last Seaver card. I have a lot of Seaver cards. That's a tribute card. I think it's only 2 years old, so it's recent, but I wanted to get him in that nice Mets jersey. Again, the 1967 National League Rookie of the Year. All right, so now let's get into 1968. You know this guy. 1968 National League Rookie of the Year. Show you a few more. Here's a 76 Kellogg's. I like these. 76 was red, white, and blue. Everything was red, white, and blue in the bicentennial. I feel sorry for the people that didn't live through that because it was a unique time. It was fun. I know everybody's way younger than me on this YouTube thing, but the bicentennial was fun. Here's another Johnny Bench. This one's one of my favorite Johnny Bench cards, and it's one of the newest ones I own. He's in the gallery. Is this a gallery? Yeah. 2000 gallery, and it's what I bid on this because I just thought, oh, that's a nice card. I just kept looking at it, and eventually I went, I got to collect this set. I got to get this thing. And all the other players in the set have this look, this painted masterpiece sort of thing and so I do have the set. And I have this one all slabbed up. All right. Oh, and we said that he was the 68 National League Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year, yeah. Okay, 1972 is the next year that we had somebody that was Rookie of the Year that made it to the Hall of Fame. Pudge, the original Pudge. Carlton Fisk. It's a cool card. It's an upper deck card, and it's got the patch in there. Not a patch collector, but when the card is really cool and a patch just happens to be on it, I'm going after it. I don't care if it's a real patch or not. It's not why I'm buying it, but that's a cool card. The only thing that would have made it better was if he was with Boston. That would have really been a nice-looking card. It's still nice, but you know what I mean. Here's a team card they were given out at the stadium. 1972 American League Rookie of the Year. All right, I got 3 cards here of this next fella. I could have gotten some other cards for him, but I'm collecting certain sets right now, and these 3 cards are in each set. So it was easy for me to pull out, and I enjoy looking at them. So anyway, 1977 American League Rookie of the Year, Eddie Murray. This whole thing in the back here is an acetate, and they've got clouds in there, and you can see there's kind of he's swinging the bat at sunset. I love this set. I'm having so much fun putting it together. Here's another one. This is a metal, and I am collecting that set as well. I think that one is the 96, and this is the 97. I'm collecting them both. You know what? When these came out, I was not really collecting cards as much. I was collecting game-worn memorabilia. And cards too, but not to the extent that I collect them now. But when I saw these, I thought, those are stupid. What's with all the metal? What's with the animals grabbing things and aliens? What is all that stuff? And then when I got back into it, I started really, just subjectively looking at them again and figuring, I got to give them another chance. And I did. And now I like them. And I'm collecting the sets. Right now I'm working on about 8 sets. I do not advise that. The next Rookie of the Year was this guy. Can you guess? This is a full set of the high grade Expos. And you could buy, usually the cards came individually, and you could get this little booklet to hold your cards in. I love Canadian issues because, for the most part, I love Canada. I'm on the border. I go over to Canada a lot. I used to anyway. Right there, Andre Dawson. That's a high-grade card. These things are a little bit bigger than like these, Allen and Ginter mini cards that they have in there. Probably about twice the width and a little bit taller on the size. But Andre Dawson was the National League Rookie of the Year in 1977. And here was the fella he played with, Gary Carter. I love Andre Dawson. He is a classy guy. Here's another card. This is what is this? This is they just call it a trading card because I just got the autograph authenticated. But it's a Topps version again of those archives type things. This was made long after he was playing for the Expos. This wasn't a playing days card. But the entire set is a beautiful set. Again, I have that set, and all the cards kind of look like this. They're just really up close, posed shots. There's a few in action things, but I like some posed, some action. That candid stuff is fun, and to get a mixture of it is the best. I don't like all poses. I don't like all close-ups, and I don't like all action shots. But this fella right here, 1977 National League Rookie of the Year. The next fella up, I'm going to keep using the word fella because it feels good, is the 1982 American League Rookie of the Year. Iron Man. This is Cal Ripken Jr. And this is an insert card, and I've got another one right here. I like to just collect the inserts of some players like Derek Jeter, Cal Ripken Jr. I just get them and I can rack them up in my hands with these top loaders and thumb through them, or I've got another couple of binders that I keep some of them in. And the last one is this really cool. This is a card that was like an insert into, I wasn't going to say collegiate, but it's more like a minor league set. And this was in there. You could win this, and I did. I pulled this out of the pack, and it really had nothing to do with the minor leaguers, but reaching 2,000 consecutive games. That's what it was. I almost said 2,000 innings. That's not what I knew when I was going to say that. That's not right. This is a really neat card of the Rookie of the Year that year. All right. Another recent guy that kind of went into the Hall of Fame. This is a rookie card right here that I'm showing you. Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell was a 1991 National League Rookie of the Year. This is his card. And this is a traded card, I think. It's an Ultra Update, Fleer Ultra Update, so it's not a traded card. It's a part of the update set. And this is a really cool insert called Master Strokes. It's by Leaf Studios. And if I could get closer, I just don't want it to blur out on you. This looks like a perhaps an acrylic painting. You can see brush strokes in it. It's just an incredible set. It's a very small insert set. I think there's eight different players in it, but this is one of my favorites. Cal Ripken's got a card in it too, and his is really nice as well. The 1993 National League Rookie of the Year, Mike Piazza. I like this card. There are so many cards of Piazza in cards like this. Glittery, shiny, Dufex type cards. I've got a lot of them. I kind of stopped collecting them because they kind of all blend in together and I can't tell them apart. So a little moratorium on Piazza cards these days. But it's nice. It's a beautiful card. It's a 1994 Pinnacle. The set is Naturals. Here is the actual rookie card of his. It's an upper deck. Yeah, it's just the regular base. But I always thought that, just look at the amount of strength he just put into that ball. It's the 93 National League and Rookie of the Year. All right, talked about Jeter just a minute ago. I got a few Jeter cards. Jeter was the 1996 American League Rookie of the Year. Here's another one of those Project 2020s. Like I said, I didn't collect these things, but if I saw them and they looked good, I bought them because they were cheap. This is a 2007 Upper Deck. Is it Elements? Elements card. This is really cool. You can see through parts of it. It's kind of a acetate there. This next card is really, it's kind of goofy in a way, but when I first saw it, I said, oh, I got to get that to put together with my Derek Jeter. And by the way, Derek Jeter, even though he was born in New Jersey, grew up just next 2 cities over. And he's a big favorite in these parts. I'm going to have to kind of keep tilting this so you can see it. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of cartoony. Hardball Universe. I like that card. Okay, we're getting right down to the end here. The 1997 National League Rookie of the Year. This is a Zenith card of the 1997 National League Rookie of the Year. Scott Rowland. And if you've never seen these Zenith cards, they're kind of like Topps Stadium Club. But I think the finish on them is a lot better. It's super glossy. You can see it right there, but this is thick. This is almost like some kind of a, I don't know, enamel on the front of it. And they have a tendency to curl. Let's get kind of a curl there because I think there's just so much of that stuff on there. But it's a Pinnacle Zenith. And I tell you this because the card, and I'm just going to leave this to you to go research it. The Pinnacle Zenith card of Ken Griffey Jr. is amazing. Take a look at it. Here's another one of Scott Rowland. The 97 National League Rookie of the Year. It's an upper deck. Okay, here's the last one. This is the last Rookie of the Year that we have in this this video that went on to have a Hall of Fame career. And this card's kind of cute. I like it. I'm showing you this one because the top picture, which is very small, and I understand that, is of Ichiro, but the bottom picture is of Hideki Matsui. I like that one. I think if you had a way of putting in not so much Shohei, but back in this time, Hideo Nomo, you have like 3 of the most influential Japanese ball players of that era on one card. It'd be kind of neat. Here's another one. This is a Bowman a glowing Bowman. And I have one more of the Project 2020s. Again, it looks cool. They come in their own little one-touch. You probably know that. Well, that's it. 20 of these guys became Rookie of the Year and then had Hall of Fame careers. And that's amazing. I thought there was going to be more. Thought there would be more. If you like this, did you comment? Give me a thumbs up. Because I had a lot of fun pulling all these cards together. I found cards I had to not include. This whole thing would have been too long. Because I can show cards all day long. And I didn't want to show you the same cards that you're going to see anywhere else. The same rookie cards and the same star cards. I want to kind of mix it up for you. Because that's the way I like to see it. All right? Thanks. Talk soon.
Cardboard meditation helps set your mind right. Thank you for watching. Show us your appreciation by clicking the like and subscribe button. Ring the bell while you're at it so you'll know when we upload a new story.